Alrighty, today we're doing a review on the Booyah Pad Crasher, and hands down this may be my favorite frog outside of throwing inexpensive coppers. The first thing about this frog that I love is, compared to other frogs, it's extremely streamlined. It's very thin, it's very easy for the bass to just come in and pick it up. They don't have to get that full fat back of the the frog in their mouth. I mean, it catches a lot of fish because of its profile, and because it's real long and sleek, it'll actually walk really well. It's almost like walking a spook, but weedless. And it's hard to see here because this is a black one. I had a yellow one, but unfortunately that one also got eaten by a muskie. But it has these little grooves right on the top right here, and they're shaped in such a way that makes walking really easy. And if you don't like to walk and you're like me and you like to just chug it 2 or 3 times and pause it, I mean, if you're not giving any slack, it'll just hop straight right in the water, which is really effective. The next thing I really like about this is the patterning. But like I said before on a previous video, color really doesn't matter to me. All I care about is the bottom, and they do a really good job of just straight shading, just a straight black, straight white. I think some of them have white and yellow, but there's really not a lot of detail, and I actually like that better in a frog, because I just feel that all they really care about at the end of the day is the sound and the action of the bait. They do have glass eyes, and they're pretty durable. It's made from a different kind of plastic, so they're extremely flexible. I mean, just by barely pushing it in, those hooks come right in. So this is probably the best hook set frog I've used. If you look at it this way, just even a barely, if they barely bite down on it, those hooks are coming up, and you're gonna get them. Next thing I really like about it is, for all you people who complain about paint chipping and the fading and everything else, it's made with a kind of a laminate, so the paint won't come off because it's basically attached to the skin. It's laminated on there. It's not coming off. You do have to modify it a little bit if you want. The legs are really long out of the box. I mean, my advice, I typically take the tail and I pull it up and either pull it to the front of the frog or the eye and then snip off the excess. Also, it wouldn't hurt to put a rattle in one of these, just to give it a little extra noise. I really like throwing this bait in the thick stuff because, for one, because it's a little more streamlined, it wiggles a little better in between the pads. And another thing that's really good about it, it's only $5. And I mean, if you're looking for a pretty durable bait, but if you lose it, it's not going to be the end of the world, because I'd much rather lose one of these to a muskie than a $11, $12, coppers or spro frog. And I've lost all of them to muskie before. I've snapped them off to really big bass. It happens. So I mean, the fact that it's only $5 makes this a great little bait. I mean, you can throw it on heavy braid if you want to walk it real, so you can pretty much work it any way you want, and it'll catch fish. My favorite colors, without a doubt, though, is, I believe this is the Kuro frog, and they also make an albino, which is pure white. Like I said, I like solid colors. Their tail straining is pretty it's pretty much like most of the rest of them. You have a red and black frog, so you got red and black legs. Sometimes you can actually take the legs out if you want a little contrast, put like a white and a yellow on the back. Sometimes that actually does work well. And I've actually had the legs pulled out of this, and I'm not going to do it for you because it was a pain in the ass to get them back in. But they're just tied in a knot in the middle, so if your legs do get pulled one way or another, you could just take a pair of pliers, and the material is really pliable, and you can just put the legs right back in. But all in all, I would say for the money, this is probably the best frog on the market. And if you get a chance, I mean, pretty much any of your local places will have them, local bait shops. If not, Tackle Warehouse has them, I believe, for about $5. And I would just stock up on these frogs. They work really well. So that's it, and we're gonna go to some action on the water with this awesome bait. Alrighty, there's a stick right in front of me, and I'm pretty sure there's a bass on one side or the other of it. Uh-oh. Now that's a frogfish. Not even the biggest one we've got today. He came flying for it. Nice little bass. Nice big one, third big one of the day. Not too bad. Nice fish. Put him back in the water. Dick. No, that might be a muskie. You stupid son of a bitch. Come here. Little tiger muskie, about 2 foot. Alright, we just got one to take a frog. He's a good one. Hey, my buddy friend. Come here. Come here. That's a nice largemouth. Nice fish. Probably a 3-4 pounder maybe. Nice first fish at Mountain Lake. I haven't caught too many here in a while. Nice looking fish on a frog.